Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to the stream once again after a little bit of time off for the holidays. Yeah, popcorn is on. Hi Fuji. And let me start the GTE engine and see how this thing drives, because it's been quite some time since I've last driven a GTE. Hi Joao, are you in the split? Ah, you are in the split. Well, I mean, it's as I said, long time no GTE, so I will probably forget there is no ABS and lock up and go straight, but let's see. Yeah, I hope you guys had some nice family celebrations and so on, and are full of energy for new week and so on. I know some countries have multiple days off, or like even whole week off when it comes to school and so on, but we only have the Monday. Is my... I think the car is quite loud, let me... 50% on the headset, okay. Yeah, if the volumes are wrong, let me know, like always. I think the engine was screaming a little bit too much for my lower voice. Haven't done a LMU race in a year, oof. Yeah, I have a bit of an issue, and I don't know how to put it into words. Basically, I mean, I'm in that alpha test group, you know, so I now and then get stuff to test. So now I'm basically having GTEs here on old tires, and I'm kind of used to GT3s, which are on newer tires, but I might or might not have tested even newer tires, and it's a bit tricky to first to remember what each tire is supposed to be doing, but okay. But secondly, it's a bit tricky to enjoy the older tires when I know certain things about new tires. But anyway, it's gonna be a very fun couple of months ahead. Is everything working fine? I think... Wait, let me check. I think my exposure is a bit too high for this sunny Belgian afternoon. Yeah, I think it's fine, right? Yeah. Stuff looks to be working. So let's enjoy some GTEs and try not to lose even more DR, because I'm on a good way down from gold 2 to silver 3. Middle of the way there, but eventually I would like to go back to gold 2 or even gold 3. But it's difficult because I'm just doing these dailies, and then I'm doing like VMS Pro, which is like not like in the online system, so you don't get DR. And then people that are doing championships are getting like ×4, I think, for the rating, and they are all like gold 2, gold 3, and I just cannot get close, but it doesn't matter for now anyway. This is still the pre-December tire, right? I think it is. Only GT3s... Wait, is it? Yeah, I think it is. I think only GT3s received a big update, and hypercars as well. The GT3s didn't receive an update, they were released freshly. I'm starting to mix up the updates, but anyway, Here we go. Tires are up to temp. And quali is on. Dobar dan, Stefano. This pre-December tire model just handles so differently compared to the GT3s. Hi Nick. Hi Christ. Christ, I just thought of it yesterday. I keep calling you Christ because the I, like the E letter is spelled as I in English, but it's E in Slovenian, so I don't know if it's like Christ, but like it's Christopher kind of whole name usually, so it must be Christ, right? Yeah, that's what the Porsche is doing. Yeah, I remember now. That happened to me so many times. And I keep doing the same mistake. I mean, well, it's been quite some time since I last drove it. Anyway, we will get 2 more attempts. Porsche is meant to be shit on tires. Yeah, I mean, this is GTE Porsche, right? It's very different than GT3. Remember, this is GTE fixed. So... should be fine. I think. I hope. I know that the Corvette GTE is quite harsh on the rears. I mean, yeah, Porsche is too. Looking at the temperatures. But I was scared of the Ferrari because of Eau Rouge. Actually, about TC, I think that... I don't even know. I think potentially slightly less can work, but I just put it to 6 TCs for no real reason. Oh no, I'm not getting the second lap in. I forgot about it. Okay, well, 1 attempt, let's go. Not going too well here. 2:16.3, that's a pretty fast lap from Solanis. Hi Namisi. Hi Vandal. Hi Marius. I guess I need a bit more TC. 828, let's go. And yes, indeed, it's Fuji GT3 fixed. No, wait, it's... I think it's... Yeah, and then LMP2 Portimao. I didn't carry enough speed in. Classic Porsche understeer on the exit. I'm gonna be missing a second, right? To the pole position anyway. The race is long, whole 20 minutes. No ABS. Oh dear. And that's gonna be it. but I'm gonna take the time to practice a bit more. Okay, alright. What was that brake bias? 47.5. I guess that's a bit too much to the rear. With this damage I'm not gonna get any more practice in, so... Right, what did I use? Like 4 liters per lap? Why can I not escape? Ah, there we go. 20 minutes. Where is my calculator again? Completely gone. Yeah, you know what? Numlock. 20 times 60 divided by 137, let's say. Gonna be 9. 36 should be then fine. 37 with a bit of outlap. Yeah, and let's take 48.5. Maybe max pedal force is too high. Although, yeah. Anyway. P10. P10 to P1. Can we do it? Ay. With literally 1 timed lap. 2 timed laps of practice. Yeah, heroics in T1 time, for sure. Yeah, Porsche GT3 column, that one is... like, it requires further improvement and fixes. Yeah, about this 7 minutes quali, it gets me every time. Like, every time I remember that sometimes... Like, I remember that I have had in the past lost extra lap by like a second or two, but I keep doing it. Yeah, 7 minutes at Spa. But yeah, I mean, 2 minutes 16 times 3 is like 6 minutes 48, and then like a couple of seconds to get out of the pit lane. Quite tight. May update. Yeah, let's see. Let's see when exactly that update comes. But I expect a lot from it. But yeah, I see the message about VMS Fuji. It's this Sunday, indeed. 2 hours, 40 minutes of Fuji. That's gonna be fun. Would be great to get Jesper a bit more into LMU, but yeah, indeed he's been on the dead duties and, I mean, yeah, doing VC and iRacing and so on. Anyway, yeah, let's put BB to 49. I just remember it handling fine with 47 point something. Was that on GT3s? I mean, not really. GT3s were like... I didn't even use the Porsche in GT3s. So it must have been GTE. It was like at Bahrain, I think, 47 point something. Working very well for the hairpins. Anyway, let's survive and win the race into T1 both at the same time. 49.0 on the rear. I don't know, let's see. Maybe I switch it to a bit more forward after a lap. It's this stupid board again. I cannot believe it. Anyway. Three wide. too wide. Okay. How did I avoid the drive-through? Like, I panicked 3 times with the pit limiter. Crazy. Too much of a lift. P6 has a drive-through. Did somebody ahead react? I mean, I guess P6 reacted too early as well. But it was quite a late start. Oh, of course. I saw it coming. Right, a drive-through avoided, a death into Lecombe avoided, 1 place gained, effectively 2 places with a drive-through ahead, so looking good. But what was that Ferrari thinking though? Heinemann, I saw him in the registration list and I thought the name rings a bell. I think he drove in Race Room esports in the past. That was not the guy that I battled, that was the guy behind, I think. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, down to P16. I told you, it's gonna be silver DR free very soon. Arda, yes indeed. I mean, it's not like iRacing, right? Because here, with Gold 1, it's easy split 1 anyway, or whatever I want. So it's more like bragging rights about who has higher DR, but still. It was the Porsche. Yeah, I did turn in quite early, but still, like, it's... I don't know. Let's see the replay later. But like we had a little bit of a contact, which was nothing crazy, like it's kind of normal for RF2 and LMU racing. But after that contact it was suddenly a big punch. Okay, well, maybe change the goal from top 5 to top 10. Unlucky. I mean, we have 4 races today, so plenty of chance to win something. I suppose I didn't really account for last corner being quite tricky in LMU. Yeah, ever since the track was released in R Factor 2, bus stop has been tricky. Like you turn in, understeer a bit and suddenly the rear snaps, so when you're battling, if you try to go around the outside, you kind of have to anticipate the guy on the right side to have a bit of an issue. And I didn't do that. Well, drip, basically, you just have to don't care about it. I mean, I do care about it, but again, I have 4 races today, so... Obviously, starting P10 is digging your own grave already. If I was P2, P1, then it would be different, so starting P10 you kind of have to accept that something will probably go wrong. Oh, a Porsche moment. Another non-Porsche moment ahead. Whoopee. I'm too close for any proper move. He's not gonna lift anyway into Blanchimont, so... I would have a go at him if I didn't lift too much before Blanchimont. Jan, hello. Yeah, I saw the message, I just didn't really have time to properly answer. I have it in mind. Alright, well, one clean move, but he didn't really battle too hard. He's got his surname in capital, and it's funny that I subconsciously expect defending to be kind of in capital as well. Alright, P10, P9 effectively with the drive-through ahead. Holy saturation. You mean on my camera? On my preview it kind of looks like what it looks on my monitor. He broke. He had a cut. Well, there's a chance, maybe. Somebody binned it ahead. Oh, that's Joao. Well, I mean, for now I am making his wishes true. He asked me not to beat too fast. Well, he's still ahead of me. Come on. Oh, that curb really rattled my steering. Oof. Yeah, that's what bus stop on the inside does. Like, sometimes just throws your rear around. Especially if you're driving an LMP2 or a Porsche. Great. Now I have the guy in a very solid slipstream. He was kind of too close. He will not get the overspeed. Oh. Defended. And now, hello Joao. Let me take that position off you. And then there is a big gap to P6. Not gonna be easy. Yeah, yo-yo, I suppose. I mean, I guess this is more action than me trying to pull a 10-second gap for a challenge. But it will be, what, 3 more laps, yeah. Well, it's a tricky car, right? I mean, everybody's struggling with it around me, including myself, with the stability. Oi, oi, oi. Sorry, man. Ah, Joao. Ah, my bad. Kind of have to let him through. Ah. Yeah, I thought that the car would take that curb a bit better, but it didn't. Yeah, in this case, I think it's just way more fair to let go of the position. It's not easy to do side by side through Le Combe, even if you like. The more you actually try to give space in the second apex, the more that curb will spit you out and into the car that's on your right. Anyway, let's try to get the position in a fair way. Okay, I mean, that's a fair way, right? Poor Joao. But I mean, this tendency of the Porsche to snap the rear, you can really make a good use of it if you master it. It really helps with the rotation, which is very important because the car absolutely hates to rotate on the exits. Although, I mean, this is beginner, right? Bronze racing, so driving aids are allowed. So I guess with ABS on low, it becomes a very fun car to throw around into the corners. I see, Prince. Yeah, I drove the Porsche GT3 in ACC as well. What was it called? It was LFM Endurance Series something. But I could not understand. I mean, I never really understood the game. And the Porsche on it I could understand even less. But yeah, again, I'm not really a Porsche guy necessarily. Sometimes it's fun to try it. Okay, well, around the outside. Leave space, lose the position. Yeah, but I mean, you see, like, you have to, if you brake around outside, you kind of have to brake, like, slightly out-brake yourself and just carry speed into the corner and risk getting tapped a little bit. This should be now perfect gap for a perfect slipstream, I think. Am I slightly too far? Overspeed will be insane, but I'm slightly too far. Understeer, but I have a cut point still, right? Oh, someone binned it. Timo Heinemann binned it. Or is it Tin Heinemann? I forget the name. Oh dear, it's another of those last corner overtakes. Yeah, I mean... Okay, it's P7. I don't know, like... I should have done like a Ricciardo kind of move, like starting to brake and then just switch to the inside and throw it on the inside. But you cannot really do that with the Porsche GT3, right? You kind of need a little bit of downforce to quickly... Okay. Let's see what I have done now. I mean, he kind of... okay, that's fair. I was just too far behind, you know. I would need to brake even later, but I couldn't stop the car then. Okay. You just need to be on the right side, or have or be 2 car lengths ahead. I have 2 minutes to register for the next one, so let me quickly analyze this one as well. I was ahead. I don't know. I mean, he pushed me off a bit, and after he pushed me off, I left like a car width and a little bit more. So maybe without that, I would be really squeezing him towards the sausage. But here he was fine. So either he was unhappy with me turning in and just straightened his steering wheel here a bit, like he was turning, and then he just stopped turning. Or he actually had a feeling of a bit of a snap and tried to correct and then kicked me. I don't know. I don't think he lost it. It doesn't feel like from this perspective. He lost it here, but then he caught it. I don't know. I will not blame him. Actually, I would love to check more of the replay, but I have to quickly register. Online, back to online, fast. No, I have 47 seconds. Come on. Online. Daily. LMGT3 fixed. Register. Ford. Register. I'm in. Oof. 25 seconds to go. Oh, it's raining in the practice. Wrong car. Okay, there is a lot of front-engined cars on the grid anyway. So that's alright. Okay. Yeah, would be nice having maybe a bit more space to check replays, but it's fine. Can check a bit later. Piastri and Verstappen. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're on the outside, then, like, what can you do? Cut the corner. If you're defending, then a bit easier, right, to get away with it. If you're overtaking, it's slam dunk. If you cut. Ah, Joao. It's a Porsche. It's not easy. Hi, Kostas. Yeah, I think he was just about... I mean, it's right in the moment when he turned into chicane and that curb like kind of crests and you just kind of expect it to snap. So it's that moment where you kind of just naturally neutral steer or like instinctively correct a bit. But if you have a car on the left, I don't know. I say it's maybe slightly more % chance of him just cheekily nudging me a little bit because I turned into him a bit cheekily as well. But alright. Anyway, we go here to... What was... I think here we had all the way to the rear, right? I think that was the way to go. Oh, how wet is it? It's wet. It's fully wet. Oof. Oh, that's fun. That's really good. So we have to go to wets. You know what? Tires, wet, start. Yeah, Stefan, and then P2 Portimao, and after that I will do the Monza no chicane WEC experience. Yeah, for the rear just going and the feeling delayed. Yeah, it's how that tire model is, I think. Again, it's the pre-December one, so arguably it's the better or the best Porsche in the game, because the GT3 Porsche has been wrong since the start, in my opinion. Just doesn't feel correct. But, you know, they are working on it. I know there is some really good stuff coming, but I might or might have not signed an NDA about it, so I cannot say much. This feels weird after having driven the Peugeot hypercar in the preparation for VMS Pro for Sunday. Now it's suddenly a GT3 and it's suddenly wet. Yeah, maybe 11 ABS is too much. Now the TC really kicking in. Okay, 7 minutes. Should be 4 attempts. Maybe 5. And yeah, that's on wets for sure. No way that the slicks will work in this session. Porsche Cup from RF2. I mean, I like the car because it gave me the victory at the LAN finals of Sim Formula a year ago. But yeah, basically no front, only rear. Hi Ayus. Am I on mediums? Dan, good spot. But Dan, you answer me, why am I on mediums? I ended the practice on wets. Why am I on mediums now if I had wets on before? That's not correct. I just noticed that maybe this stuff is a bit too much to the right. It's a bit better, right? Okay. Well, finally on wets then. Yeah, gamer sets like it did reset some setup values before some update. I think it keeps the traction control. Yeah, it keeps the TC, but it resets the tires. That has to be fixed, because everybody is eligible to expect the car to be the same when the session switches if there is no clicks being done. Here it will be important to hit that finish line right before it goes to 0. At 10 ABS already feels better than 11. I never know how much of that curb on the left I can take in the corner before. I feel like when I'm sideways I will spin too much, but when I am just accelerating it's not allowing me to put the power down, so traction control less and TC slip more. Maybe that works. The front will not do anything. Hi Lamouche, welcome. Ah, that was the dry braking point of the hypercar. I need to relearn. Not invalidated, nice. This is such a Porsche condition, right? Tires will not overheat and you will have a lot of traction. Those DC clicks didn't really do anything, to be honest. Anyway, I think I go ABS 9. It's restricting my hairpin rotation too much. But that's a pole for now, which is nice. And that's a very nice apex. That's too wide. You know what? I'm already starting to worry about what compound to take for the race start. It's still wet. That's not... I mean, okay. I'm gonna hit the finish line before, ideally, with almost a minute to go, so... But I have a purple sector too, and I don't want to just throw it away. Although, yeah, tires on the left side are getting hot slowly. Would have been better to park the car a bit in sector 3. I will want wets. Copy, copy. I mean, it's not even slightly wet now, it's fully wet. So in these conditions, slicks will cost me, I don't know, 10 seconds per lap. So yeah, Fuji on 24 inch, it's no, impossible. It's one of these, I think it's like 3 tracks where it's impossible to make some apexes. It's Silverstone 4 that you cannot make with 24 inch monitor. It's some apexes at Kota, and then it's Fuji sector 3. Just impossible to see the apex. I still remember it was Portland as well, some sector 2 hairpin in Portland. When I got this monitor, like I drove to that corner, the apex literally shocked me, like it scared me because suddenly it was there. It was never there. keep second gear. That was a fair lap. Okay. Well, let's see what people can do. Behind 3.1% energy. Where is my calculator again? What was it? I don't know how fast are we gonna go. If it dries out, it could go quite quick. Could be 13. It's not gonna go more than 13. Okay, 43 in worst case. That's gonna be surely enough. Must be. Yeah, the track is still wet, slightly wet. I think it's 25% here, ish. Feels good to start in P1, you know. From P10. Ah, Joao is in P10 now. He will have some fun. It's wet. If it was slightly wet, then I would be thinking of mediums. Am I on wets? Okay. But why from practice to race? No, from practice to quali, it automatically defaulted from wet to medium. But why doesn't it do it then from quali to race? Like some session changes keep the tires, some don't. In before we start moving and suddenly my tires go to medium, that would be unfortunate. Luckily that didn't happen. So let's go. I think, yeah, I don't ever know what to do with this camera setting. I think now it's a bit darker than it's actually on track, but it's good enough. It has to be good enough. Alright, well, let's maybe gain some DR for a change. Okay, I pressed it and I got stuck in this circular border around the button with the fabric of the glove. Let that be my racing excuse. Oh, that Aston broke really early. People with drive-thrus again. That's weird. Would be nice if I could take a little bit of extra pace from this car and put it onto Porsche. It's so funny. Always when I... not always, but more often than not, when I take the Mustang, I just seem to have a lot more pace, and then I drive Porsche and I just keep spinning and having, well, good fun battles, but further behind than I want them. Spa should have been wet. That would have been fun. in before we have VMS Pro round 2 on Sunday, fully soaked with monsoon rain and everything like that. Let's see when the admins post the forecast. I kind of thought that for rain you need a bit more ABS, but it's not like that. It's actually just restricting the hairpin braking or the trail braking so much that it's better to even have it maybe 8. These tires are a bit too rear biased for sure. But again, fixes are coming. And I guess the challenge is again, can I pull a 10-second gap on P2? And the ABS is still making me go straight. It's just so good to feel the weight on the front. I don't know what is it and why is it like that. But with the Porsche it's just so vague on the front. But here you just feel 100 tons pushing into the ground, making the car very nice. I'm not sure how to put it into words differently. Should I be worried about the virtual energy? Most people behind have more. And I was already kind of safe with it. I added an extra lap. Maybe others added 2. Bouncing off the limiter in the V8. I hope I will get to experience it once in real life as well. And the track is still wet. Why is there no, like, evaporation or water is just not going anywhere? Could just be the humidity, to be honest. P3 with 54%, that was a misclick from him for sure. this shallow line just works better in the wet. Keep second gear, brake a bit earlier. That tarmac out of turn 1 is so weird. Feels like the car easily takes it, but every time I go for it I just lose the delta. Well, for hypercars it's kind of logical, as it's very bumpy, but what the GT3s should take it. Maybe it's the wet, maybe it has more grip loss when it's wet on these weird cobblestones. Okay, I'm fed up with the ABS. How much lower do I have to put it for it to stop making me go straight on late trail braking? I have massively overfueled for sure, so that should not be a worry. Ah, there we go. Yeah, with ABS 7 now the rear just about wants to start turning on itself. Yeah, neutral steering did. Yeah, here as well. Okay, now it's too much, but I outbraked myself, so cannot blame the brake settings. I mean, this neutral steer is not really that realistic, but again it's a byproduct of this tire model being quite front weak and rear very grippy. Now it's slightly wet, and the tires are overheating slowly. 76 for wets is a lot. Well, that's a perfect rotation. Well, drip, you just have to go to, well, main menu, online, daily, that's all. So is LMU worth buying? Well, my answer is a clear yes. Because for me this is kind of future of sim racing. I mean, you have iRacing, of course, and you have AC Evo getting released fully in a year or so. But again, as I said many times on the stream, it would be such a misery if motorsports games didn't get the chance to fully develop LMU, because physics-wise, or like at least FFB-wise, like the feeling and the balance-wise, the feeling that you get from LMU, or well, from R Factor 2 that's not currently supported or updated anymore, is just so much better in my opinion, but kind of somewhat objectively as well. And once it goes out of early access with all the updates and with fine-tuned tires and everything, it's just gonna be so good. And I think it's a general trend, like people from iRacing and ACC trying out LMU and kind of enjoying it more often than not. But I'm kind of yet to see R Factor 2 or a LMU fan suddenly trying to switch to a Kunos or to Kunos Sim or iRacing and actually preferring it. I don't know, maybe there are people like that, but they are not vocal. But for sure at the moment, I mean, for 30 euros or dollars, you get, I mean, we have 15 splits here for these beginner races. Like you always get good competition, but again, it's public lobbies, so you might or might not get crashed out randomly, but you can report and people will get penalties and so on. But leagues are being supported freshly now after recent updates, and it's just gonna get better and better, so I don't see a more enjoyable place in sim racing if you want to kind of drive very realistic sims. I mean, obviously you don't get like the whole variety of real-life racing in LMU. You get the endurance racing experience. So if you're an oval fan, obviously not worth it. I'm not really succeeding with this 10-second gap to P2 challenge. But I really expected the track to clear or like to dry up much faster. But we are still doing kind of quali lap times. Yeah, Mario, I really want to see F1 car mod on fully updated LMU tires. And yeah, as Nick says, they finally understand some ISI code that they couldn't work with before, or I don't know how exactly it went, but what I see and what I feel from the development is really positive. And if people like who was it? Was it Daniel Morad saying that he prefers to practice with iRacing because he has to keep it much smoother than in real life, so he then has a baseline, and then he knows that in real life he can push more than what he practiced, which is easier to do than dialing down from aggressiveness of LMU to real life. If he's saying that, then he will probably have to rethink it, because the extra slip angles and stuff like that is getting looked into, of course. And at some point, hopefully we have cars that are actually nailed properly when it comes to slip angles and temperatures and overheating. So you will not see us drive every exit with neutral steering like this, or even counter steering, because that should be honestly costing lap time. Alright, Nick, enjoy your sleep. And yeah, I saw Monza, it's in the darkness, I took some screenshots and it looked quite nice. That will actually be close with extra lap now. "20 seconds. I mean, if I can I do it in a lap less? I can. Where is the finish line? That's it, right? Yeah, okay. I never know where's the finish line on Fuji, because there are so many lines across the track. Alright, then it's a win, which is nice. Okay, I guess not much to see here. Joao came from P10 to P6. Must have been a nice race. Okay. I mean, unluckily this win will not offset the loss of DR from the first race, but that's alright. Let's first go back to online and register for this one. And let's not forget to do what I always do for LMP2. Controls, calibrate 380. Oh, Joao, no wiper. Okay, I mean, at least it didn't rain anymore, but there is a lot of spray for sure. Bonjour, Pierre. Yeah, the tires were overheating quite a lot. I think they were like above 80. Actually, I can check in Motec. Where are you? Tires temps. Okay. Although, yeah, this is surface temps, so like, I don't know what exactly is shown in game, but it's like between the rubber temps, which kind of went to, yeah, that's 80 and 73, like 80 to 73 here in lap 11. But carcass temps were kind of same as rubber temps, so the in-game is, I think, between rubber and carcass. I don't know exactly how the structure of tire is fully simulated, but anyway, it's hot. It's 20 Celsius too hot. Event history. So at Spa, I lost a massive 6.6. Okay. And at Fuji, I gained kind of 0.5% or so, maybe. Where are you? Rank 1. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Auto wipers. I kind of, yeah, I mean, it's good to have auto wipers, but I kind of don't want them for some reason. I don't know why. They kind of let you know that it's beginning to rain, but at the same time, it's not really important to know that it's beginning to rain instantly. As it takes a lap or two before you can feel anything anyway. Ooh, another Slovenian flag, always good to see. Actually my millimole per liters is looking a bit too high, so BRB. All right, 10 seconds to go. Well, Joao, enjoy the dinner. I mean, LMP2 is nice, but dinner is usually nicer than LMP2. Stream dock for Viper. I mean, yeah, I have the Stream Deck as well, but I have like camera movement on there and so on. I don't know. Actually, Stream Deck can do a lot of automatic stuff or like a lot of useful stuff, I know, but I never went deep into research for that. That reminds me of the Vipers. What was it? Monza Le Mans Virtual Series. It was the Monza round where it rained. And it was raining when I got the car. It was the last two stints, and then it stopped raining, and I could not find my wiper off button. So I kept driving. What was it? I was battling for P3 against Koanda of what was it called? Anchan Guven, the Porsche driver. And I was trying to side by side duel him for P3 in the last two laps. With wipers on. Was I mean, now it's funny. Back then it wasn't that funny, but eventually I kept P3 or crossed the line in P3, so that was good. I just need to figure out, Pierre, how to like fully... I mean, what I'm doing now is just assign a control from in-game to keyboard and then have Stream Deck basically press that key on keyboard for me when I press it on Stream Deck, which is like the most Stone Age way to set it up, probably. Because I'm actually running out of buttons on the keyboard. So I need to kind of find some ways to use it better. 33 for the race, thank you Stefano. Best car in the game, I kind of agree to some extent. It really feels good because it's not too heavy, it brakes well, it has a lot of downforce, you can carry so much speed into corners. And it just sticks to the ground. But let me tell you, it's gonna get even better. Like, there are some problems in some corners with this car, which is, I believe they said it's like some issue in the physics, so that has to get fixed. And the tires, of course, are getting consistently updated, and it's just gonna be so nice. It is the way to do it. Well, Pierre, I hope I can somehow find some maybe some better solution, because again, I want to assign some extra stuff, but I'm like literally having 0 buttons remaining. Maybe there is like 1 button somewhere on the keyboard, but I would have to study it to find it. Right, what is it gonna be? 5 laps? Probably. Well, Mario, the RF2 one, it was pretty good to drive, for sure. Like, even when fully e-sported, it was still good fun. Especially around Nordschleife. Oh, that Le Mans Virtual Series was actually so good. If it was just a bit less stressful, it would be even more enjoyable. But I mean, it had its issues, you know. In RF2, if you don't know, it's been like massively updated, like in 21 I think. It's been released since 2017-18. Then it got a massive aero change, and instantly when I got it and I started trying it out, I figured out that certain setup changes make the car instantly crash to desktop when you click drive. We figured out that there is a geometry issue with packers, and if packers were higher than a certain number, it was immediate game crash. But problem was that I actually needed packers higher than what made the game crash, so it wasn't the best thing. And what wasn't best either was that they fixed the issue not by actually fixing the geometry, but to just limit the setup range. So, I mean, we had packers that were completely useless, but at least the game wasn't crashing, so... But it handled alright all the time. It was never too broken, I think. Except for the front ARB detach trick, which worked for quali only. SimHub integration from stream... Oof, I don't even know. I mean, a SimHub literally has everything you want. But I don't know, it's not too easy to use. Ah, okay. Out of turn 2, I understand why you prefer 8-3 on this track. Rear does a bit of a funny thing. It's okay, it's a little bit sideways, but I kind of like it. I will just try to modulate my right foot. Ah, this was a second gear corner, right? Brake bias needs to go to the rear. but not sure how much. Okay, more than that, maybe. Oh, that was a messy lap. $36.5. Let's see. I'm gonna be 36. Oh, okay. Not too bad for now. I should just accept the fact that TC3 would be more stable. Ah, Portimao, okay. Mario, probably I agree with you to some extent. It felt weird to me when I first saw it many years ago. And when I drove it I didn't really like it, but it was because all the versions in the sim racing for years were utterly terrible. Because all the elevation changes were not done correctly. Or like accurately. But here it's really good. As we take the provisional pole. I think I have... Yeah, I have to just lift and coast a little bit to save a bit of fuel and then have a good go in the last attempt. You can see almost all the track. I mean, when I'm making screenshots, I know, like, I know that's actually the case, because as soon as I like unzoom the camera a bit, suddenly like really great views open, and like it's really beautiful. But I mean, for a screenshots it's a difficult thing to capture because it's just squeezed together into a small frame. And then when you're sitting in a race car, you don't really see anything anyway. But yeah, for spectator POV, it must be really great to attend a race there. I'm lacking a bit of fuel. Anyway, let's see. Where is Apex? That Apex absolutely hates me. That's too much. And that's too much as well. Alright. I mean, 35.7 for now looks decent. Is the bob very bad at the moment? I don't think so. I mean, it's not really that great, but it's still alright. Well, hypercars, like LMDH hypercars, are usually a bit off pace on tracks without long straights. So like Porsche, Cadillac, and so on. I mean, they said that while they are still developing the tires, it doesn't make much sense to really nail the BOP yet, because everything can be instantly thrown out of the window when there is a slight tire improvement. High 35 for race. What did I even do now? 35.7. Alright. So you said 33 for the race. So I'll do just what I always do and do like 2 extra clicks just in case. I will do the hypercar race at Monza. After this, the WEC experience. It's the... wait, it's fuel times 2, right? Before I forget. Right, anyway. Warm up the brakes. Let's not forget that. I mean, hypercars are not really happy to stop quickly. Like they're made to have a good longevity on the fuel, so like the brakes are kind of less powerful, so you regenerate more and so on, so braking distances are longer. And we are racing. Of course, of course, of course. Okay, they are kind of killing themselves behind. We have 3 wide. We have a spinner. Okay. I mean, I don't know, you just have to park it on the apex for turn 1. Now that guy will dive me. I don't know, like if I park it on apex for T1, then somebody will accelerate me out of the corner and dive me into T2 anyway. Before. But I should have some pace advantage here. I couldn't rotate. He will be unhappy. I turned in on him because I got scared by the car on the right. Copy, thank you for the support from behind. Let's catch the podium, or well, top 2. Somehow they survived too wide. Yeah, he bump drafted a bit, which is nice from him because we would have lost massive amount of time battling through T1. I'm scared by that cut detection out of T1 too much. Always carry way too little speed. Oof, okay. Tandem drifting from P1, P2. Ah, the apex got taken. I should have dived in that long ride. Track limit. Okay. I mean, Portimao is kind of all about being elbows out, to be honest. Not really possible to just make a straightforward move out of slipstream. I mean, you can do it into turn 1, but you will have zero speed out of the corner, so it's easy to attack back. You really need to keep the car in second gear through there, even though it's very low RPM, because first gear will just kill you. But I mean, from the start now I was trying to survive and going for just only realistic moves after what happened at Spa. Finally a solid first corner. One day I will learn this hairpin. One day. In the future. I always brake early. Not to lock up. And then it feels like I'm stopping too quickly still. And then I'm not braking hard enough and then I still miss the apex, so... I don't know. all going for the track limits here. Yep, Price in P1 is pretty fast. I mean, the braking zone is weird because the track starts dipping down, and at some point it dips even more than before, so suddenly you are just losing a bit more grip. Or you have to overcome even a bit more gravitational pull. Is this second gear corner? No, it's first. That would have been 35.7, but I keep cutting. Wanted to upshift to 7th. No 7th here. Yeah, I need to just come within half a second and then it will be fun. Well, half a second, here we go. I hope for him he's moving his brake bias to the rear a little bit now. Well, I mean, if you mean if that's a must about brake bias, for me it is. Because I'm locking up the fronts way too much on the default. He's even pulling away, okay. Even in second gear. Yeah, this is... I mean, that shouldn't really happen, you know, I think. This is kind of part of that weird rear flick that the car sometimes does in low-speed corners. That I think will get fixed. Still locking up. About less wing, it's a fixed setup race, so cannot do anything about it. Moto grids, I can feel it, and I see that, well, if I had the in-game HUD, I would see the tires on the front coloring red, but I don't have that on, but I have it on my wheel dash through SimHub. So like these corners will go red if fronts lock. But generally, if the rear locks, you can hear the RPM aggressively going down, like the engine note, rather than just hearing squealing. But if the engine is still how it should sound and you hear squealing, then it's most likely front. But you see tire temps kind of rising a little bit after severe lockups anyway, so you can see on the following straight which tire locked up a bit more, if you can kind of distinguish between the normal corner lateral load and the lockup. Understeer. He's been driving, well, not flawlessly, but he's been driving solid. Ay, ay, ay. Dirty air with kind of a rearwards brake bias doesn't go well together. And I was on a little bit of an alternate racing line, I suppose. Why did I get track limit there? I kind of lifted a bit now. Okay, I didn't dare braking later. And it was a bit cheeky getting a cut and gaining a little bit of a lasting advantage to get a move for the win. Oof. Ah, he was early there. And into the last lap. Drive-through. What? Was I that close to the limit? What happens now? If it's on the last lap, then you're kind of doomed anyway. Was I that close to the limit? I mean, it doesn't matter in the last lap if you box, you will just lose whole lap anyway because of the missing drive-through. Yeah, plus 30. Well, it's gonna be P7, I suppose. Okay, I mean... Another cut, but well, now it's reset. I mean, I guess it was already like close to the limit. Well, GG Price, well defended. As we lose 30 seconds, I suppose. Yeah, let's check that. I should have 14 minutes before the next race. I mean, I cannot really check the replay of how many cuts I had. Yeah, let's see. I mean, it was a cut for sure, like I knew it's gonna be a cut, but I wasn't following. Yeah, I mean, when the game was released, this was legal, but then they tightened it a lot. So I knew that I'm gonna probably get a cut, but yeah, my bad. I mean, it's not really unlucky, it's just myself not looking at how many cuts I have. I mean, it could be a bug as well, because I know that sometimes... What was it? It was with BMW in R Factor 2. I think BMW GT3 has, or like had a bug where it would get much higher cuts than other cars for same cut. So it was sometimes like an instant drive-through, which is I think what Michi had, or like his teammate had for one round of VEC this year. I'm just gonna quickly check the battle, which should have been a move for me, but I kind of didn't pull it off in the end. That was 1.75, okay. Well, then yeah, then I don't have anything more to say than my big mistake. I mean, I broke perfectly, took the perfect apex, but from this lane I should have pushed more to the right. No, I felt a bit bad, but maybe I shouldn't have felt bad. Like, I carried more speed here, and then I got a cut from this. Ah. well, you saw my car drifting a bit behind the white line. I got a cut for that. And because of me carrying too much speed and doing a cut, I got a nice run on him, which, I mean, probably it's not. Probably I should just have kept racing, you know, and not think of it. But maybe I thought of it too much. Well, 2.6 is not that bad. Finished 5th. Did everybody get a cut in the end or what? I think at least two people extra got a cut or a drive-through. I mean, hard to see now who exactly it was, but I mean, it was a fun race anyway, and minus 2% DR is not the biggest of deals anyway. Because one good win at a special event and I go plus 15. He got P1. Yeah, okay. First laps were interesting, right? I mean, I kind of want to see the replay of that. But let me just register for the daily or for the intermediate. What exactly happened there? When I was checking the schedule, it should have been Monza. Like, I have this nice plan document. I checked, I typed everything, like this is bottom part is for iRacing, which I haven't really looked at much. This is old. But I have exact times that I copied from here, from the schedule, and from here. And when I looked at it, it was 21:30 for the wake experience. And now it's this one. What do we do then? Should I just do the prototype classic trophy? I kind of wanted this Monza because it's it's without T1 and I really like this layout. But it's gonna end way too late. I mean, I missed this one now. I could do another spa, but I missed it. I guess, I mean, I guess I can register for this if there is enough people here. Dan, what have you done? Let me just load the replay and see what happened at T1 here, and then decide on what we want to do. But yeah, that turn one was a bit weird. I should have just defended the inside and I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, what is turn one? Turn one doesn't exist, right? Oh dear. And then Price killed. No, he didn't kill. He almost killed the other guy. And then 3 wide, then Price almost got killed. And then I wanted to stick to the slipstream, but I should have defended. Oh, that was a solid move for Price. Got 2 in 1. Just let me find that funny moment. Was it this lap? I think Kota is open setup, to be honest, which is even more of a worry for me. It was this one. P1 and P2 with a snap. I should have gone for the apex here, maybe. Although he kind of turned it early. And then I tried to go for a switchback. But of course, there is someone else at the apex. He had the gap opened, but you know, if you do that, then you can just expect the car on the left to turn in on you. But it's a corner that really promotes just going for whatever gap is there. He was getting attacked as well, so it's alright. Okay, well, yeah, open setup is quite a problem. What am I doing? My brain is fried already. Online. Daily. "44 minutes. So that would start at 22:10 and end at 11 p.m. I don't really have a good setup, you know. I have one for Porsche, but I don't really... I don't want to raise that. Can I do like a time acceleration in real life to just suddenly skip half an hour of the universe time? And if I do this again, then am I missing this one? No, that's weekly. Intermediate. 43. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that one if I do this. What should I do? Honestly, I kind of just want to go to bed a bit earlier. Maybe. Yeah, I kind of plan to maybe do 3 streams this week anyway, if I have time. So maybe on maybe tomorrow maybe on Thursday or tomorrow early I can do a couple of iRacing races, because this week I'm kind of doing iRacing farming. So maybe I do 1 race of that and then the wake experience. Jamie, I don't know. Should I do it on stock setup? It's not really that popular, this series. No, you know what? If I was a full-time streamer, I would instantly jump into it, but I'm still kind of not really a streamer, you know, so I will probably go and rant to Dan about what happened with the schedule here. Dan being the admin here for the online. Those are grid browse, exactly, yeah. Not SimLab, but grid engineering grid browse, yeah. No, I don't want to do quota, to be honest. And I don't want to finish stream after 11. No, I think I will let you guys go. So I will quickly say thank you for watching, for the chatting, and I'll do that next race maybe tomorrow or Wednesday or on Thursday. I use SimHub. I tried Race Director for this, which is the, what's it called, the stock grid engineering app, but I didn't like it. I just like to have everything in SimHub, because I'm having it opened anyway, so I just have it here, it instantly recognized it, and I have, well, all the controls and profiles from here, and it's even more customizable, I think. So I don't even know why I would use the Race Director. And it was kind of crashing and freezing, so I just uninstalled it and went to this. You can even have 4 modules here, which is nice. Anyway, I would have loved to do the Monza, but you know what? I just don't feel like doing quota, and it's like that in life sometimes. Thank you for the sub, Dasno. Welcome to, well, I would love to say welcome to more racing here, but you know, I will maybe schedule a stream and see what happens. No, I really hate quota, like, to be honest. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not, I don't want to drive it at this late time. A Monza into sunset would be beautiful, but quota with open setup GTEs or LMP2, not today. So, before I start saying complete empty word nonsense, thank you for watching and see you next time. Good night, bye bye.